Here's a nitrotype account that is glitched onto the leaderboards. Why do I say this, you might ask? Well, this is simply because they are level 20 for the season, and yet they have 50,000 races. Let's talk about it in today's video, the account that is glitched into #1 spot on the leaderboards. What is so interesting about Kaluga's case is I believe that we have never seen something to the extent that we see Kaluga at. Obviously, with 50,000 races, that just being simply glitched onto is something almost unheard of, especially considering that he has 50,000 races and 59,000 accounted for. And I have my personal theory, which I will talk about in just a second, but I would like to hear what you think down in the comments if you have not already left a comment on it. So I'll explain to you what I think. Firstly, I think that it is pretty obvious that Kaluga is destroying any competition. And a competition in which we see such a botting kind of thing is, or a botting like problem, is something that stands out to me because destroying the botters to such an extent, especially at 130 words a minute, tells me that this isn't just a hacking kind of thing. This is a glitch, especially considering that 50,000 total races in whatever it is. Today is the 16th, let's say, and the season started on the December 2nd. 50,000 races in 14 days. Just quickly doing math in your head, that would be like 3,000 plus races a day, which is absolutely insane. And so therefore, I've come to the conclusion that there is no possible way that this is hacking on Kaluga's case. However, maybe it was hacking for the season. You see, my guess is that Kaluga actually got banned. And this is because when any racer gets banned and then unbanned, there's a weird leaderboard glitch that on the 24-hour leaderboards, your points or your races will stick. So I believe if we see Mr. Bananas at 3,200 races, they have not done 3,200 races, which is a thing. And that is confusing in its own way. And this can also be seen with Tadas and Blake. Both of these people have done a ridiculous amount of races according to the season leaderboards. But you see that Tadas has done 1289 in the past 24 hours, when in reality he's only a level 4. And so this leads me to believe that it is a leaderboard glitch by the admins banning Kaluga and then unbanning him. Why did they unban him after banning him? I'm not actually completely sure. This could be either due to the fact that it was a false ban, as maybe we saw with Kocho in, I believe, either July or August, or there could be a glitch in the system where all gold members were unbanned. I believe there was something weird considering that, but I'm not completely sure. So it's really up in the air as to why Kaluga was unbanned and then all of these points were glitched out. What I'm very interested to see is what steps are the admins going to take to either take these points off or to remove the leaderboards, because obviously the leaderboards have been talked about being removed for such a long time that it really doesn't matter whether or not Kaluga is glitched onto those leaderboards if they're going to be removed. However, what if they're not removed by the end of January 8th? Like, what will happen at the end of that? And that's kind of a question that I want to know to the admins, but I don't hope to know, because I hope that, for one, obviously, the leaderboards get removed because the admins will carry out on that. But for two, I'd also wouldn't want to know because a botter would illegitimately being winning the season. And it's interesting because I think these season races, these 50,000 races, were actually carried out from the previous season into this season. Usually we only see races from the 24-hour leaderboard being carried out into the 24-hour leaderboard, but to this extent, a season be carried out onto another season is absolutely crazy. And even if Kaluga isn't ridiculously racing right now, because he's only level 20 or whatever, it'll be interesting to see if anybody will catch him, if he will continue to race and continue to build on that glitch point system, etc., etc. And obviously, putting Kaluga up to the second, third, fourth, fifth, etc., putting them all up to each other, it really shows just how dominant Kaluga is. And it kind of also implies that, obviously they can't be botting if they are so much farther ahead of, Andrew X Maple, who basically has around the same words per minute, but double the races, which is absolutely insane. So that is all I have for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it brought at least some kind of formality to you guys, to the situation of Kaluga botting, and hopefully what will happen is the leaderboards will be removed, and we won't even really have to worry about this, or at least Kaluga's points get fixed. So instead of being 7.3 million points up, maybe he's like 13,038th place, and I just have to pass him. So thank you so much, everyone, for today's video, or for watching today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned at least something that I could have brought to you guys. And without further ado, thank you so much, everyone, and have an amazing day.